Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk to you about an app called Scratch Junior. Scratch Junior is an introductory coding app for students in grades K through 2. So you can find Scratch Junior in your app store, either iOS or Android. So it is a free download, so you'll need to download it, and then we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and hit the home button and then new project. And it opens up to a blank canvas and our character, the Scratch Cat. So the first thing we're going to do is add a background. And we have several that we can select from. So for today, we're going to go ahead and use the library background. And we're going to go ahead and apply it. So we can move Scratch the Cat around by just touching him and moving him around the screen. So I'm going to get him off the table and move him over here. Over here on the left, we can add other characters and objects and things. For today's purpose, we're just going to keep Scratch the Cat, though. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start coding him and moving him around. So towards the bottom left, you can see we have the yellow, blue, purple, green, orange, and red buttons. And they kind of go in order of how you might use them. So in order to get Scratch started, we're going to use a start button, which is in the yellow. So there are a couple different ways that we can start. We're going to use this green flag today, which means that all of our animations will start when we hit the green flag. So all we have to do is pull that, drag it down, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and move Scratch. So I want him to move towards the right side of my screen, so I'm going to use the arrow that points to the right, and I'm going to drag it down. Now, I don't want him to just take one step. I want him to move all the way across the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and touch the 1 down here, and I'm going to change it to a 5. So now he's going to take 5 steps to the right, and maybe that'll get him across. So let's see. If we touch the green flag, it'll show us how far he moved. So I want him to go a little bit further, so I'm going to change that 5 and make it an 8 now. Now I want to retest it from the very beginning. So at the very top of the screen, to the left of the green flag, is a blue circle with an arrow, and that resets Scratch to his original position. So let's try it again with hitting the green flag. That's perfect. That's exactly how far I want him to move now. Now I'd also like him to grow in size because, I mean, he scratched the cat, right? So I'm going to drag down this purple piece that it shows the person getting bigger. And so the 2 shows us that he's getting twice the size. So let's go ahead and reset the animation and see what it does now. So now he's big and important. So we're going to go ahead and have him say hello. So I'm going to drag down the speech bubble. Right now it's programmed to say hi. I'm going to change that to say welcome to the library. So I'm going to go ahead and reset him now, and let's see what that does. Okay, so some of the other buttons, we've played with the blue and purple now. So the green allows you to add some audio, some sound, or you can record your own audio. And the orange is timing, so you can speed things up, slow things down, repeat, things like that. We're going to go ahead and end, though. So we're going to click on the red and drag down the red piece, and that's going to end our program. So we'll go ahead and replay it. So this is what we've created. So there are really endless possibilities because you can add in multiple characters, backgrounds, you can go from one background to the next, and so it leaves a lot of things for classroom teachers to be able to do. So it not only introduces our youngest students to coding and prepares them for programs like scratch.mit.edu or code.org. It also is a great way for digital storytelling. Students can recreate stories they've read in class, or they can write their own and animate and do the recordings and audio to go along with it. It helps our youngest students with their procedural thinking, what comes first, what comes next, things like that. Students are also able to create games within the program. And there is a huge writing component for those youngest students in it as well, because they can create dialogue that goes back and forth between characters and things like that. So there are a lot of things for students to do within the program. As far as Bloom's taxonomy, it's definitely at the top with creating. Students are definitely creating and designing and producing their own story, essentially. So there's a lot for students to do. and as well as SAMR, it's on the redefinition level with, students are creating animations and stories that otherwise would not have been achievable without the program. So it's really a great free app for students to use, and I highly suggest you check it out to implement into your classroom. It's a lot of fun and students will enjoy it.